Hello, everybody, and welcome to Poland Daily Travel. I'm Will Richardson, your host, and with us tonight is Sergei Panashchuk from Odessa in Ukraine. Hi, Sergei. Nice
Hi.
to see you again. Yeah, was this several nights in a row. Glad to have you. We've been talking for some time, and finally we got you on the program, so I'm very happy. I hope you'll come to my other program and share your knowledge with us about what's going on in Ukraine, as much as you can tell us, but particularly a humanitarian side and the effects of living on the front line, on or near the front line. You were going to tell me off-camera a story about that you had not told me about Kherson. Would you tell us all on camera now, please?
Yeah. The Kherson is a very strange place to be. It looks like a zombie land, you know. It looks like apocalyptic place because you can see these buildings which are damaged, which are destroyed, which have been shelled. There are very few stores or work in Kherson, like very few stores, very few cafe or restaurants, and not that much of people in the street. So it's really apocalyptic. But there's a big contrast to that. But sometimes you can see mothers like mothers with the prams, and it's during the shelling, like. And shelling in the Kherson is artillery, so it's like in the movies about the World War II, because you hear the sound, and then boom. So it took like three, 4 seconds for the shell to hit. It's not like when you have an air raid alert and you know there are missiles are coming or the Shahid drones are coming. You have time to prepare to go somewhere to the bomb shelter. In Kherson, it's not like that. It could hit you anywhere at any moment. And just to see mothers with the prams, it is frustrating, really, because it's super dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
And there being young people, they can actually move from Kherson to any other place. Of course, it's hard. I mean, no. It is hard to be internally displaced person, but at least you will have more chances to survive. In Kherson, there are lots of elderly people and some disabled people that, together with the Food for Ukraine, it's a Danish organization. We also were in Kherson I think a few days after the dam collapsed, and we took food to the elderly people who can't actually move from the Kherson, to disabled people. There was one woman who was 93 years old, and she survived the World War II. She was a young girl, but she remembered, and then now she's again had to survive it. And you know what situation in Kherson? So you have one building, like one 5-story building, and the next building to this was already damaged, so it was already hit by the missile or the artillery, and so it's just a matter of time when they are going to hit another building, you know. So if you're living in Kherson, if you are an old person, you are not able to move. It's just for you to sit and wait when they're gonna hit your house, and this is really hard to comprehend.
It's not only hard living there, which is tremendously difficult, obviously, but it's hard hearing about it, much less seeing it as you have and Michael experienced. It is very difficult. I've traveled in many dangerous places, but this sounds particularly difficult, dangerous, frustrating, as you said, and soul-destroying in many ways. How any Russian can justify this kind of invasion and, in effect, murder of civilians. Very few places in the world where you go where murder is this rampant. And that includes a number of war situations that I've seen myself, or conflict situations at any rate. Anyone traveling to this area, what could you give like 3 pointers, three points of advice? Sergey?
Well, the first one is do not go there if you don't have any reason to go there. So it's not a touristic site. The second, so if you have like humanitarian mission there, you know you can help. You want to help, you can help. Then you should go there. You need to have a vest with you, the flat jacket, the helmet,
Yes.
and of course your papers. And you need to go with a group of the people who knows exactly where they're going. So you need to have a plan. What are you going to do there? And also, if possible, you need to look for bomb shelters before you came there. There are lots of bomb shelters. Some of them like mobile bomb shelters built above the ground. You need to know where they are, just in case.
Very good. It's difficult to understate the seriousness of going to these places, and I think as a travel destination along with you, that don't go there unless you have something to do. Make sure you have a guide. This is extremely important. A local fixer, a local guide who will keep you safe, even if you are going there on mission. Most people going on a mission will have this. Some people going for smaller aid organizations might not have this, but they need to have it. It's incredibly important, folks. Don't forget, when you go to these areas, no matter how good your intentions are, you must be aware that you don't want to become part of the problem. And Sergey's pointers: don't go unless you have something to do. Have a flak jacket and a helmet. Make sure your papers are in order and have a guide. All right? That's what we have for tonight. Thanks for watching.